Now, okay, hold on. I've not read these yet. I've heard bits and pieces, but where is it on their Twitter? Here it is. All right, so listen, I'm gonna be real with you guys. Let's review this patch. Word on the street is that they burned down the kitchen with this patch, which is not good. We'll see. I'm gonna come to my own conclusion, obviously, before we get into it. But this ought to be interesting. So we'll see what they actually ended up doing, and let's give this a whirl. All right. Marvel Rivals version 2025, April 11th. Balance Post Season 2 begins. Okay. Vanguard, Captain America. Steve will undergo some adjustments to his survivability, leading to a slight decrease in his overall resilience. Reduce base health from a 675 to 650, and reduce... Oh, wow, they're nerfing Cap. He's kind of like... listen, he can stall forever, but it'd be cool if they gave him better offensive power to do something. I think that would probably help him quite a bit. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm burning down the kitchen right now, but... I think that it would help Cap players if he had a little bit more playmaking, but also help the matchup against him if he, was a little bit squishier. So I actually can kind of understand that. We'll see. All right, Doctor Strange. Sorcerer Supreme will see a reduction in his offensive capabilities, limiting his battlefield control, decreases daggers of Dinok damage per projectile from 18 to 16, and reduces Maelstrom of Madness conversion ratio from 1.3 to 1.2. Yeah, I mean, Strange was crazy lethal, too. People didn't really talk about that much, but he's very, very lethal. So, again, we'll see. We'll take a look at that later. All right. Hulk, the Green Goliath, will boast enhanced maneuverability and improved survivability upon entering combat, increase base movement speed from 600 to 650, reduce the cooldown time from Indestructible Guard from 12 to 10 seconds, and decrease minimum charge time from Incredible Leaf to... Wow. Okay, so they're really giving Hulk a lot here. They're really giving Hulk a lot here. Holy cow. Those are some huge Hulk buffs. He might start getting banned again. Wow. That's going to be really solid. That's really solid buffs for Hulk. They must have seen a huge fall off in Hulk. Okay, let's see. Magneto. The Master of Magnetism will experience a slight decrease in the frequency of his ultimate ability. Ooh. See, I'm not sure if I actually like that because it's the only thing that your tanks have to max the support ults, dude. You know what I mean? That makes me nervous. Like, I am actually okay with a lot of these ults that are designed to, just, counter supports. I'm actually okay with them being good and fast because the support ults build so fast anyway. Not sure how I feel about that. Okay. Penny Parker. Penny will receive enhancements to a primary attack and efficiency and boost to her survivability and combat capabilities. Cyberweb Cluster now has a chance to crit, reducing the movement speed penalty when firing from 40% to 20% and increase her base health to 750. Okay. I think Penny needs more than stats. I think they need to just change her ult, and that would help her quite a bit. She's such a troll character, and I really don't want them to buff her nest because, like, the nest I think is a fine mechanic. It's just the rest of her kit that doesn't do anything. Interesting. All right. Well, we'll have to play against that. Penny can become very miserable to play against very quickly, so I'm a bit nervous about that, but we'll see. The Thing. Decreased leaps damage reduction effect for himself and teammates from 30 to 25%. Okay, that's not that much. That's not really that much. He's already solid tank, so sure. Thor. Increased base health from 525 to 600. Increased base movement speed. Yeah, Thor needs, like, a lot. But here's the thing. I don't necessarily think that making these tanks be so super tanky is just the answer here to some of the gaps in their design. Like, Penny and Thor had big gaps in their design where they just sit there and soak damage. And yeah, you can make them so tanky that, like, it's more forgiving, but maybe give them a way to mitigate something if they time it. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I want to shoot at Thor a little bit myself before I decide if he's actually going to be worth a damn or not. Oh, Thor is losing his anchor. You're right. Thor is losing his anchor, so he's going to lose the sword. So he's going to be about the same. Okay, interesting. All right. No Groot nerfs in here, which is kind of crazy because Groot is the best tank right now. But I guess why nerf Groot when you can buff Hulk? Interesting. Okay. Well, we'll move to... Oh, no. All right. Added a new effect where Black Widow can directly shoot after releasing the second kick of her Edge Dancer after using Electroplasma. Oh, so it's only when she ults. Oh, no, and after using her ult. Okay, that has me super nervous. Listen, guys, Black Widow, what did I tell you guys? Season fucking 0. I said that hero needs to stay bad, okay? Some of these characters, like Hawkeye, who I'm about to get to, need to be an uphill battle to play for the game to be fun, all right? And if they don't see that good players are already getting a lot of value on Black Widow and a lot of value on characters like Hela, it's alarming. And I get it's quality of life, but like you need to have some kind of reduced output on these characters because it's so easy for them to just take over the game immediately. So yeah, I listen, I'm tired of seeing Black Widow buffs. Don't fucking do it again. Stop fucking buffing Widow. It's a terrible, terrible, terrible idea. And I wish that they knew better than to do that. It's just, I don't care what any Widow player says. Like, hit scan snipers are insanely volatile. They are insanely strong. And they need to have numerous drop-offs in order for them to be fair. So, yeah, we'll see. Okay. Hawkeye. We're improving Clint's mobility while drawing his bow, enhancing his combat capabilities, and increasing the threat of his ultimate. Reduce the slow effect while charging the bow from 30 to 20. Increases both instances of damage for hypersonic arrow from 50 to 55. Okay, that's not actually as much as I thought it was, because that's his like sonic arrow or whatever it is. Decrease the energy sight. Okay, okay, these aren't as big as I thought. All right, and they're increasing the bow draw speed. All right, okay. I thought they were buffing his base arrows damage. This is just the hypersonic arrow. These are not as big. Okay, I'm more okay with this now. I guess we'll see how it plays. I do think his ult wasn't like that lethal, and he's like the big sniper character, so like he probably should be a little bit more lethal. So yeah, I will try these out. We'll try them out. I mean, compared to something like Hela, he was bad, but like you got to be, again, with Hawkeye, it's the same as Widow. You have to be really careful when you're tuning these characters, really careful, because they can break easily. But I'm not as worried. Because I thought this was his normal arrow damage. This is not his normal arrow damage. This is something different. Okay. Hela. The Goddess of Death will see a reduction in mobility while slightly enhancing her offensive power. All right. I got a new Demon Lord key in Raid. Which I probably should use, actually. The Goddess of Death will see a reduction in mobility as well as slightly enhance... Why are we buffing Hela's offense? What? Increase the cooldown time from Astral Flock from 12 to 15 seconds. Increase spell field damage of Piercing Knight from 30 to 35. What is that? Is that her passive? Decrease the cooldown time on Soul Drainer. Wait, what? Is this her stun? Hello? That's her right click. Okay. This doesn't matter, but is this her stun? Dude, I'm sorry. What the fuck are these devs doing? I'll say it. I'll say it. Fucking nobody else is gonna say it. What are you all doing? What are you all doing? What are you doing? You are trolling. You are trolling. Like, why are you all buffing Hela? This is a buff. This doesn't matter because you could, like, dude. Nah, you're like they're smoking the opioids over there in fucking China. What the fuck are you all doing? This is some Overwatch 1 dev team shit. This is the biggest troll ever, and this literally should not make it so. Oh. Yo, are the gods intervening on this shit? What the fuck is going on? Yo. Oh my god. Oh, that's funny. That's funny, but that's some real shit. Even my computer realized it. Yo, Netties, what the fuck are you all doing? I really, really hope that other creators have the balls to step up and say, that is donkey shit, guys. Terrible. That's like this, honest to God, this is terrible. Terrible. And like, I'll shoot straight. There's no excuse for that. You can't, and the reason why this is so bad, at least she'll get permabanned. Like, Hela will be permanently banned. permanently banned. Like, this is there will not be a game where Hela is not banned. You can't go 0 for 2 on your season starts like this. You can't. And this is where it gets hard. Again, they have the ban system. Like, what made Rivals so good was the format, really. Like, the formatting of the game is what was so good about this game. Nobody has claimed that the balance of this game is great. But the format was so good, unlike Overwatch 2, that it allowed the players to curate it and cover mistakes, right? But I cannot believe that they think that Hela needs compensation. Like, do they watch the Marvel Rivals Pro League? And the answer is they don't care at all. And because that's not what they're going for with this game. You know, I've said this from the very beginning. They're going for it to be super casual. And they came out and said this. They want to maintain people's hero fantasy. Here's my counter argument to you guys at NetEase here, okay? Hela is so powerful on her own. You don't have to compensate buff to let her keep her hero fantasy. 2-tap hit scan headshot with an AC 130 ult and mobility with a stun is already more than enough. Like, a lot of these devs trap themselves when they say, oh, well, we really want to maintain the hero fantasy, and so they're nervous about buffing things or nerfing things, right? But they don't look at the actual entire cast sometimes and say, hey, if we did this, would this still keep the hero fantasy, but bring this character more in line? The reality is, Hela is just OP as fuck. She just is. She's just OP as fuck, right? She's just that much better than everything else in the game. Here's where you trap yourself. If Hela is that much better than everything else in the game, then it takes away from the hero fantasy of every other character in the game. So it's a weird balancing act, and it's an easy trap to fall in. But this is ridiculous. This doesn't matter that much, but this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen on a character that she's already the most lethal character in the game. Why is her stun going down to a 10-second cooldown? Because this is 15. She's already the best. There's no excuse for compensation here. She should have gotten nerfed harder than this, and she didn't, and they're compensating buffing her. It's absurd. Absurd. So here's what I'll tell you guys. Any creator that tries to defend this, be nice about it, but just call bullshit for what it is. Bullshit is bullshit. This is a bullshit change, and it should not last more than a week. And I was really hoping they learned their lesson from Cloak and Dagger Season 1, but it appears they did not. Granted, Hela somehow has gotten a pass on everything for a year as well. It's nuts. It's actually nuts. Human Torch. Johnny's attack feedback and survivability are being improved to enhance its impact across various combat scenarios. Reduce the attack for fire cluster from 0.6 to 0.5. Is this his right click? Yeah, that is. Or no, that's his primary. Yeah, it's his primary. What? Hold on. The launch time in the primary attack projectile has been advanced. Is this his right click or his left click? Okay, let's see. Increase the cooldown for Flaming Meteor by 12 to 15 seconds. Awful change. Awful fucking change. Holy fucking clueless on that one. They need to sit down and play the character like I had to. Holy shit. But add a new effect. After releasing Flaming Meteor, immediately gain 75 bonus health, which will start to fall off after 3 seconds. No, I want faster cooldown. Like, I don't have lethality on it. I don't want shields. I want to be able to use it way more freely. And increasing the cooldown on that doesn't help me. His left click? Okay. That should actually help him a little bit on his left click. That's good. They don't know what to do with Flaming Meteor. They don't know what to do with it. I don't like that direction at all. I want it to be more versatile and fast so that I can move around the map more and do all this stuff. Like, ultimately, like, I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to give him a built-in team up, I guess. And, like, the bonus health helps. But I don't think people are going to enjoy playing against that more. And I don't know if it's actually going to affect his bottom line. Personally, I wouldn't do that. I wish they would sit there, like, instead of just changing numbers, what they really need to do for Human Torch is go in there and make his abilities more fluid, right? They need to make his abilities more fluid. Like, you have to be looking down at a certain angle to even use Flaming Meteor. Like, why can't I use it up on an angle, on a wall, when there's a flyer that I'm dueling, right? Like, let me be versatile in the air. I'm supposed to be the Human Torch. I'm supposed to be versatile. And the abilities lock you in so much. And his right click fucking connect the dots with the flames and ignite the ground hardly even works. Let's go make that ability work more consistently. Something like that. He doesn't need number tweaks. He needs fundamental changes to his abilities to make them more consistent and make them actually be freely, like, able to be used freely. So I like this, but I don't like this personally. But if they want to try it, they can. Their game, right? Okay. Iron Man is seeing improvements to his mid-range combat effectiveness. Slightly reduced Iron Man's hitbox size. Interesting. New feature. Gain 100 bonus health when activating Armor Overdrive or Gamma Overdrive that will fall off after 5 seconds at a rate of 30 per second. Okay. That should really help Iron Man. Motherfucker was struggling. Iron Man was struggling, dude. He was struggling. But let's get to the real Iron character here. Okay, let's see. Iron Fist. Lin Lee will see an increase in his combat effectiveness against vanguards, a slight improvement to his mobility, and a slight reduction to his survivability when he first entering the fight. Reduce bonus max health gain from Harmony Recovery from 150 to 100, but slow the fall-off rate from that health from 25 to 15 per second. Totally fine, dude. You could almost never engage with the max health anyway because the timing was so impossible, and it was just, yeah, we don't care about that. That's fine. Lower fixed damage of the fucking punch from 10 to 9, but increase the percentage of damage of enemies' max HP from 1.7 to 2.1. Okay, we'll have to do the math on that. Again, I'm still not a big fan of how they changed that in general. I don't think they even needed to make him a max HP character, but if they're doing that, that 2.1 is going to be a big difference maker to tanks. I'm not sure if it's actually going to matter against squishies. And then they reduced Kunlun Kick from 12 to 10. That's good too, because like there's no reason for that cooldown to be on a 10-second cooldown. Iron Fist actually might be solid now. Oh, the squishy number doesn't change? Okay, so it's the exact same for squishies, but for tanks, it's going to be... it's going to be slightly more. Okay. I mean... Okay. Well... Bruh, I'll try it. Like, listen, I'm glad they're looking... Listen, I'm actually grateful for them to look at Iron Fist, because he... Like, to me... And I'm not going to say objectively. Subjectively, right? Subjectively, he was less fun to play. Straight up. Like, the cooldowns were nice. The cooldown was the best part about that. But they could have put the cooldown on the previous version of Iron Fist that let me choose to go for squishies or tanks. Right? And I preferred that much more squishy version of Iron Fist, right? Where you had to be much more methodical, right? Than WM1 at the Thing and Groot and Hulk, right? But if Hulk's better, Iron Fist will be a lot better too, because he's very good into those tanks. So I think this is a good buff. Yeah. This is a straight up buff to what he does to tanks. And this is big too. This is big too. I like that a lot. This needed to happen for sure. Okay. All right. Mr. Fantastic. We're enhanced. By the way, I ordered my Mr. Fantastic cosplay. It just never showed up. So I don't know what to do. Funny enough. Fun fact, I guess. We're enhancing Reed's capabilities while making some balance adjustments to his ultimate energy charge rate, adding additional controllability, and optimizing the release of his ultimate ability. Yeah, using his ult was just so troll, dude. So troll. Increase base health from 350 to 375. Boost the damage of Stretch Punch from 60 to 65 and from 75 to 80 while in an inflated state. Flexible elongation, new effect. Oh wow, okay. Enemies within range now suffer a 35% slow effect. Reduce flexible elongation's cooldown time from 10 to 8 seconds. Which skill is that? Holy fuck, that slow effect is crazy. That's a massive slow. That is a massive slow. Holy shit, that is fucking fat. That is fatter than Alabama barbecue right there. Whoo-wee! Damn. Give me that shit. Oh, man. All right. Damn. Reduce the elasticity gain from elastic strength passive ability from 30 to 20, while the elasticity provided by Stretch Punch is increased from 5 to 8. After entering the inflated state, the bonus health provided to self has been reduced from 450 to 400. Oh, that's the back shots? Okay, so when you... Alright, so when he gives them back... Bruh, alright. Jesus Christ. Okay. Good Lord have mercy on my soul. Oh my God. Okay. Dude, I can fucking picture this shit in game now, where like fucking the support players play. The fucking Fantastics give me back shots and I can't run. Jesus Christ. So they're increasing his punches gain and the bonus health they're reducing. Interesting. So they're trying to enhance his primary fire to build up. So you can cleave it. Alright. Alright. Cool. Interesting. When Mr. Fantastic uses Brainiac Bounce, immediately gain bonus health equal to that gained when entering the inflated state. Oh my god. I really wish they would let him stay on the squishier side, or make him stay on the squishier side and ult, but like gave it lethality, dude. Like the problem is, like, if none of these ults are actually lethal, the game is just becoming way too heavy on sustain. They need more options to pierce the support ults, dude. Like I don't know. I don't know. Like, I would love to see some kind of heal mitigation mechanic or like heal reduction mechanic come in, because I like the idea of creating risk to reward. Like, if you make everybody have enormous sustain, this is a massive concern for Marvel Rivals right now that you've seen the trend of. Like, so much sustain in this game. And instead of adding things that make, and again, this is why I do understand them being nervous about nerfing something like Hela, which is crazy to say, right? I don't like the idea of them continuously making sustain, tanky. To be fair, they did buff Iron Fist damage against tank characters, but it doesn't solve the support issue thing where, like, again, like, it seems like there's a massive stalemate going on with all the support ults as strong as they are. I'm willing to try this, though. Like, I'm glad they're doing something for him, but I'd like to see him get that lethality with his ult. I think that'd be much cooler so that you can actually, like, try to guess things, right? I think that'd be cool. Okay. Moon Knight. Very needed nerfs. Everybody who said Moon Knight was OP, I called them out on. I was like, guys, he's really weak into, like, everything. We're optimizing Mark's Moonblade projectile bounce feedback while improving maneuverability, ultimate ability. Yeah, he needs everything. He needs literally everything. Increase Crescent Dart projectile speed to 150. Nice. That's a solid, like, fucking 25% buff on that. Huge. Huge. Moonblade new effect. Gain 25 bonus health with each enemy hit up to 100. Wow. 3 seconds after the bonus health stops increasing, it will start to fall off. Dude, cool. That's a cool change. Reward the right click, let him survive a little bit more. Because again, like, he doesn't, like, it's okay to give this to Moon Knight, okay? Why? Because he doesn't have the burst lethality compared to the other DPS. He lacks a ton of survivability and lethality. Think about this. Bucky has lethality and he gets the survivability just from using his abilities and not even landing them. Think about that, right? Think about that. So Moon Knight, I think that's actually a good change to help him out just a little bit. Nice. They sped up the hook as well. So sped up Moon Knight hook pool. Start time after hit from 0.4 to 0.15 seconds. Great, dude. It was so slow. This is probably this is the best quality of life overhaul that they've done, and they need to do stuff like this to, like, Johnny Storm and other characters too. They should be really happy about this. This is actually very good. Extend the duration of the ultimate ability from 3.5 to 4.5 seconds and increase the number of talons generated from 14 to 18. Yeah, it needed something. Additionally, the fall speed has been slightly enhanced. Good. A new damage fallout mechanic for the spell field has been added, beginning at 1.5 meters from the center and reaching the maximum reduction of 70% at 5 meters. Okay, great. Great. Like, that's much better. I'm curious about how the fall offs are going to work, but after they've changed it in season 1, like, he just became terrible. Like, the only use case I ever had for him was picking him into fucking Jeff the Shark and ulting myself when the Jeff ults me. Like, it's insane. It's actually insane. So, these are good. Way better, bro. Way better Moon Knight changes. Big W on this. They should be happy with this. Awesome. Thumbs up. Stamp of approval. Couldn't be much better. Awesome. Good thinking. Good stuff, guys. Perfect. Scarlet Witch. We're reducing Wanda's survivability, but increasing her threat level against strategists and duelists while optimizing her ultimate abilities release experience. Remove chaos control percentage damage while increasing fixed damage from 60 to 80. Increase... I mean, holy shit. How the fuck am I supposed to... What am I, like, speaking of ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs out here? What the hell? Increase... Chthonian... Jesus Christ. Burst projectile damage from 35 to 40 and spell field damage from 35 to 40 as well. Increase the cooldown of Mystic Projection from 8 to 10 seconds. Reduce phase state time from 2 to 1.5 seconds. Rework the slow ability of Reality Erasure to start at 1.5 seconds instead of starting immediately, with a linear increase to a 35% slow over 3.5 seconds. And okay, so they're making her ult way more flexible, which honestly it could be. It kind of played like original Diva Bomb. It just wasn't a threat a lot of the time. Okay, these are good changes to Witch. I think this is great. Again, like she like they need to bring DPS closer together. The Hella shit has me nervous, but going into the bottom tier DPS that just need quality of life is kind of where their focus should be right now. I'm excited about this, and that team up should help her a lot too. Okay, Star-Lord. Let's see. We're reducing Peter's damage output and the efficiency. Wow, I guess he's pretty good. 80 damage to 75. Okay, cool. New fall-off mechanics starting at 4 meters and maxing out at 80% reduction. Damn!
How's it going? I'm Jeff.
Jerry, 57 months. What's up, dude? Damn! They are, dude. They nerf. Okay. How are you all nerfing Star-Lord harder than Hella? How are you all nerfing Star-Lord harder than Hella? Come on, guys. Come on. If you went and asked the player base, who would you rather play against, Star-Lord or Hella? They're picking Star-Lord most of the time. Listen, having this treatment for good old Peter Quill, but not hitting Hella the way that she should have gotten hit is diabolical. That shit is diabolical, guys. Come on. Be better. Be better. Be better. Come on. Lock and load. Let's go. All right. Winter Soldier. We're lowering Bucky's threat level against Vanguards to reduce the margin for error at his ultimate ability. And reducing the margin for error. Okay. Increase the cooldown time for Bionic Hook from 8 to 12. Damn! That's a good nerf to Bucky. Reduce the base damage of Kraken Impact from 100 to 80, but lowering the culling threshold from 20 to... Ooh. All right, we'll try. I like this. This might be enough. We'll see. We'll see. That will hurt his efficiency quite a bit. So we'll see. Okay. TBD on that. I'm unsure. Wolverine. We're tuning Logan's rage acquisition and slightly lowering his control intensity over enemies. Increased rage gain from Savage Claw hits from 7 to 10, while rage gain from Berserk Claw Strike has been decreased from 7 to 5. Reduced rage gain from Feral Leap from 20 to 10. And from Vicious Rampage from 20 to 15. However, range gain from taking damage. Interesting. Okay. Reduce the time an enemy is knocked down after impact from Last Stand. Ultimate ability from 1 to 0.75. I don't know. I mean, I think Wolvie is just insanely strong as is. I think switching around a lot of this stuff isn't really going to matter that much. I mean, it's just going to... this is a big nerf, though. Not that it matters. Yeah. I don't know. You'll have to ask a Wolverine player his thoughts on this. I don't think it's going to matter that much. I think he's still going to do unbelievable amounts of damage. Like, I don't think this really changes what makes him not good, in my opinion. And rage gain from taking damage has been increased. So, like, I don't think this is going to end up adding up that much. So, it doesn't really change much. Okay. Oh, boy. All right. Like, really, guys? Like, okay. The DPS stuff, I think, overall was good. I think they missed on Hella and Human Torch and Widow. That might be quality of life. Overall, that was all right.
How's it going? I'm Jeff.
Do you think Healer buffs are making her a counter for Emma Frost and Thing possibly?
Dude, I don't even know what they're doing. I none of that. Like this makes no fucking sense to me at all. This makes literally no sense. So I don't know. Because like Hella, I don't think Hella is that good in the Thing. Like she's good against everything else. Like she's not bad, but it's like there's better tank busters in the game. So I've got no clue, bro. Like this shit doesn't make any sense to me at all. At all, brother. At all. All right, strategist. Okay, this will make or break the season. Straight up, this will make or break the season. I really, before I read Adams, surely they nerf Soul Bond. Surely. All right, let's see. Okay. We're slightly reducing the frequency of Adam's abilities and adjusting the healing provided by his ultimate ability after reviving teammates. Okay. Increase the cooldown from Soul Bond to 30 to 40. Dude, that ability has been so broken. So broken for so long. And like Adam, he just didn't have the output to like match the other supports, so nobody knew how busted it was. Personally, like, listen, I will take the nerfs no matter what. However, like, I also don't like seeing heroes gutted, right? It might have been better for them to just keep the cooldown lower, but reduce the actual amount, right? Because like when I start to see like 40-second cooldowns, you know what I mean? Like that makes me nervous, but I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. So let's try this out. I will absolutely take it. Hell yes. Okay. Karmic Revival Ultimate ability now restores 30% of a fallen HP's maximum HP, or fallen ally's maximum HP instead of a fixed 100 health. That's better, for sure. That's better. That's better, but dangerous. That's better, but very dangerous. Very dangerous. You got to be careful with this shit, okay? All right. Cloak and Dagger. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. These devs are going to make me stroke, bro. Holy fuck. Please don't be ass. Okay. We're optimizing the logic of this dynamic duo's ultimate ability. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. After activating Eternal Bond, the duration of the first 3 healing zones will no longer be calculated separately. Instead, they will remain active until the duration of the final healing zone ends, at which point all will be removed together. Okay, that doesn't change shit. We're good. Oh my god, they're scaring the shit out of me here, man. Oh my god. All right, thank god. That could have been way worse. That could have been way worse. Oh my god. All right. Invisible Woman. We'll be fine-tuning Susan's protective capabilities to create more strategic gameplay experience. Decrease the shield... Wait. Decrease the shield value of Guardian Shield... Okay. Alright. I don't know how this makes a more strategic gameplay experience, but... I guess if you break this... Like, having the shield be more breakable helps. I'll take any support nerfs, you know? Yeah, I know the timer doesn't start. That actually is a good buff to Cloak's ult, but, you know... Oh, man. All right. Sure. I'll take this, too. Oh, please, Loki nerfs. Please, 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 please. I beg. To balance Loki's influence in matches, making a small adjustment in the frequency of one of his key abilities. Increase regeneration domain cooldown from 25 to 30. Ooh, that's going to matter. That's going to matter quite a bit. That's his runes. That's going to matter. I still think he's going to be busted, to be honest. I still think Loki is going to be insane. Like, think about this, guys. They've already hit him with 2 big nerfs, and he's still crazy. He's so good. He's been so good. Like, day 1. Loki and Hela both. The Asgardians, man. Except for Thor. Except for Thor. Thor is ass. Thor has been ass, but Loki and Hela have been anchoring down Asgard. Maybe we should go to the bad guy side, you know? Maybe if Thor listened to Loki and Hela a little bit more, you know, Thanos wouldn't have pulled up and bodied that planet, all right? Okay, Mantis. To emphasize strategy over speed, we're modifying Mantis's health and buff mechanics. What? Reduce 270... Effects of health to 250 from 275. Effects of healing flower and allied inspiration be stacked to a maximum of 16 seconds? Dude, that's crazy. Like, Mantis is like one of the weakest supports in the game ever since they nerfed her. Like... That's kind of crazy. And the only reason she's strong is if you play her with Adam. Duration stack. So if I heal somebody, it lasts for 8 seconds, and then I put a damage boost on them, does that effect of the healing get extended? If that's the case, that's actually good. Oh, if you heal them twice, it'll extend it? Okay. Okay, I get it. Okay, I understand. I got it. Okay. I don't even think you had to reduce her health to 250 to do that compared to the other supports in the game. But I appreciate them at least, like, they need to give all the supports the Mantis treatment here, but that's my hot take. Only if they nerf Spider-Man. Only if they nerf Spider-Man, okay? The Spidey hate is real and justified. I'm making a video about, I'm making a Spider-Man rant video, chat. These fucking Spidey players, I'm gonna say it, these fucking Spidey players can fuck off, dude. That character is not nearly as skillful as people try to make it out to believe on fucking TikTok, dude. Hell no. Hell no, bro. Most banned character in the game, fuck Spider-Man, dude. Fuck Spidey. All right, come on. All right, let's see. Rocket Raccoon. This, I swear to God. This, like, I might... There's a chance if this shit pisses me off, I will uninstall the game right now. If what I'm about to read sends me... First of all, let me flame the community real quick. Why the fuck did you guys say Rocket was bad when he wasn't bad? What is wrong with you guys? Oh my fucking God. They already buffed his AoE heal. Terrible idea! Terrible idea! Dude, the worst players in the game perma deny my value because this motherfucker has res up 24/7. So even when I get the kill, I'm actually okay with him having the survivability he has. Res beacon needs to get changed. Fuck that stupid ass ability, dude. Hot take, chat. They should remove Res Beacon from the game, and they should make his team up. They should make a worse version of his team up with Bucky and and Punisher be his E, but for everybody. So it only lasts for a couple seconds. That would be so much better. Oh my God, please, bro. The amount of times I, as a DPS, win the fight for my team by getting or get a massive advantage by entry killing on somebody, and then they just fucking res when I have zero way to stop it is so fucking stupid. Oh my God, that would be so nice. It would be so nice. Oh, think about that. That would be cool, because then you can make it work for everybody, and it would make Rocket a way more versatile pick with any poke character in the game. That would be way better. Oh my God, please, NetEase. I'm gonna suggest that. Not like they're gonna listen. Oh, but that's okay. Oh my God. Rocket's healing abilities will see some adjustments to enhance heal. Oh my God. Oh my God. No, 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 no. Decrease the healing area of repair mode spears. Wait. Decrease the healing area of repair mode spears from 70 to 50 health, but add a new effect of one-time healing of 55 health to allies hit. Projectile reduction increase from 4.5 to 7. So, oh, okay. So if you direct hit, you one-time heal them for 55 health. For how long, though? But if it's the AoE, it's only 50. Wait, so they don't have to direct it, and it's... Bruh. They made Rocket burst heal? Are you fucking serious? How are you going to tell the times from when they're first hit? Because, like, they're going to get... Like, what? How does that work? Bruh. We'll come back to this. Alarming. Extend the cooldown of Jetpack Dash from 6 to 10. Thank fuck. Reduce the Thank fuck. Yeah. Reduce. See ya. Ultimate. I like that name, though. What does this stand for? What does this stand for? That's so funny. Wow. Reducing it from 40% to 25%, but add a new effect. During the ability's duration, linked allies will receive an additional 100 bonus health points per second, capping at... Well, no, like, I'm just thinking about it, because it's like, all right, I almost would prefer the damage, because they didn't nerf the other support ults, right? And so, like, Rocket ult, what was so nice about it was that it was one of the few ults in the game that, as much as I hate Rocket, you know, it was one of the few ults in the game that could actually kill through, like, some of the support ults, and I'm not sure if that damage threshold is enough for the survivability. Okay, he's more like the other strategists now, and that's the problem. The problem with the strategists and rivals is that they all have so much fucking sustain. Like, I personally wanted to see more ults like Rockets where you actually had chances to pierce through sustain. I thought that made the game much more interesting and much more lethal. It's really scary, just like the degree to which they're changing sustain in this game. Like, they're adding a lot. Now, is that going to change any big breakpoints? I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, they're aiming for casual players. This is very, like, I've said this at the beginning. Like, this game is not competitive. It's just not, and that's fine. Like, that's like what they are. This is scary as fuck. So let's think about this. This, I think, is a bit worse, actually. Like giving your team a bit of sustain will help, but we'll see. This is cool. I think this might be fine. This is definitely better. But, like, what is this, dude? Decrease the healing area, let me read it again, of repair spears from 70 health to 50 health, but add a new effect of one-time healing 55 health to allies hit. How do you determine that's one time? Every fight without taking damage for 5 seconds? Like how does that work? How can you decide that's one time? Is it once a life? Like, what is it? This doesn't make sense. Like, the healing area, but then it tells you the amount of health. I don't understand this. Is this a typo? Oh, it's the first hit of each orb. So each orb burst heals 55 health. So the orbs pass through people faster. So they're going to get out of range quicker as well. But they're going to burst heal for it. That's fucking nuts. They pass through slower? No, they don't. Look. Projectile speed reduction increased. So, like, again... the fucking orbs are going to be going 7 meters a second instead of 4.5. So they go through faster. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, so they do go slower. Oh my God. So his range is reduced in that case, but it doesn't matter because he's bro. What the fuck are bro? That is such a weird. Again, like English, I don't think is their first language, so like this is why it's coming off like a little bit weird. You know, translation. That's okay. Reduce range but better heal. That is just. I'm not excited about this. We'll see how this goes, dude. Holy fuck, I am terrified of this. If they did Cloak and Dagger again this season with these fucking support buffs, they're 0 for 2 then on the seasons. I don't care what any creator tells you. If they buff this motherfucker sustain, they're 0 for 2 on both seasons patches. Don't care what anybody says. Anybody who tells you otherwise is coping, and that's bullshit. You got to call it what it is. Now, again, we'll see. I'm not 100% sure on this. But if this ends up being busted, TBD, right? The rest of this actually looks okay. Okay. Rocket, they need to change Rocket, by the way. Like, this, I hate playing against this fucking dumbass character. Like, it's really the res beacon. If they got rid of, like I've never seen a character, like, guys, Rocket Raccoon got more passive value than Mercy. Isn't that insane? Like, people gave Mercy players shit. Rocket is a worse version of Mercy for the game. It's insane. Fucking hate the character. The res beacon's gotta go. Gotta go. Terrible ability. Awful. Remove it. So, like, literally, they should switch it with his team up. That'd be so cool. That would be, like, a no-brainer decision. Like, Rocket is the enabler. I don't think there should be a res that's not on a team up on cooldown. That you can't answer. It's just a bad mechanic. Really shitty mechanic. I would have won so many fucking games on DPS if they didn't have, like, a Rocket AFKing in the back of the map like a fucking orangutan. I'm not even gonna get started. Stupid. Fucking stupid, all right? Okay. New team-ups. Let's see. Arcane Order, Scarlet Witch, and Doctor Strange. The mystical duo is set to enhance their powers. As the team-up anchor, Doctor Strange gains a maximum health increase of 100. Scarlet Witch unlocks a new magical mystic burst ability with her team-up Doctor Strange. Really cool. I think that's going to help Witch a lot. Really, really cool. I'm glad to see Witch get more damage options. Desperately needed it. Stars Align, Captain America and Winter Soldier. A classic partnership is now added with strength. As the team-up anchor, Cap gains maximum health increase of 100 and a 5% boost in damage output. Okay, it's only 5% now. Winter Soldier unlocks the devastating stellar impact ability that through his team-ups with Captain America. Cool. I like, listen, I love new team-ups. I think that the game really needs new team-ups, so I'm glad they're doing this. This is cool. Mental Projection, Emma Frost, Psylocke, Magneto. A powerful trio that connects the mind and abilities. As the team-up anchor, Emma Frost gains a maximum health increase of 100. Magneto receives magnetic resonance ability through his team-up with Emma Frost. Psylocke receives soul resurgence ability through her team-up with Emma Frost. Okay, cool. All right. Ammo Overload, Winter Soldier lost that. Cool. Chilling Charisma, Luna Stone, and Namor. Namor has lost the Frozen Squid. Dimensional Shortcut, Magic Psylocke, Temporal Reconfiguration for these powerful souls. Psylocke has lost her Psionic Disc ability, previously attained through a team-up with Magic. Gamma Charge, Hulk, Doctor Strange, Namor. Doctor Strange loses Gamma, but Namor gains a Gamma Monstro, which I'm curious how that's going to work. That'll be kind of funny. Metallic Chaos, Scarlet Witch, Magneto. A disconnected family synergy. The team-up anchor enhancement for Scarlet Witch has been removed, along with Metallic Chaos team-up ability. Magneto loses the ability he had with Witch. Voltaic Union, Thor, Captain America, Storm. A shift in electrical dynamics for this trio. The team-up anchor for Thor has been removed, along with the ability. Captain America and Storm loses her charged Gale. Okay. Cool. I'm glad to see new team-ups. This is cool. The patch. All right. Hits and misses here. Miss on Groot nerfs, I think. I think Groot should have gotten some. I think small Groot nerfs would have gone a long way. We'll see what happens to Cap here. Hulk, I think, is going to be crazy. Holy shit. Hulk might get banned every game. Because Hulk is also a proxy ban to Namor as well. So if you're playing Dive, you're probably going to want to ban Hulk to get Namor out as well. Like, you're no longer going to ban Luna to get rid of Luna and Namor. You're going to ban Hulk to get Namor out as well. And get 2 for 1 on that, so he can't bulldoze your team. Mag got some small nerfs. I don't know if that's going to matter. Penny, I'm curious to see. Thing, Thor, I think they missed on Groot, but other than that, I think this is interesting. But the Hulk's going to get permabanned, I think. Duelists, I mean, I got to talk about Hela. Come on, guys. Come on. Y'all got to be better than this, man. You all are better than this. You, like, Netties, you guys are absolutely better than this. You can't be doing this shit to Hela. She's just that much better. That's what they have to accept. Like, she just is that much better. And I understand where they're coming from, where they say, look, we want to maintain hero fantasy and power. But the reality is that's a two-way street. If a hero is that much better than all the other heroes, that's almost worse because all the other heroes then lose their hero fantasy because they're getting two-tapped by a brain-dead fucking glue-eating hit scan hero, which, by the way, can we stop pretending that hit scan is like the most skilled role in these games? It's fucking not. Like, you have higher hit scan is the easiest role in these fucking games. I'm not saying that hit scan players aren't skilled. Like, obviously it's a lot of mechanical skill, but having something be hit scan is just inherently so powerful and so much more consistent. And that's where Hela is so good. Like, to have the damage that she has on the squishies whilst being hit scan with a stun and the mobility, like, the 3 extra seconds on that is not going to matter that much. But the stun is going to matter. So, it's just crazy to see compensation buffs here. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. With Black Panther being as bad as he is in the game right now, for example, to be buffing Hela's stun while keeping her lethality is fucking crazy. It is fucking crazy. There's no excuse for that. Stop trying to do it. I get where it's coming from, but the reality is she is just that much more powerful than most DPS in the game. So I think they really need to take a look at this. Johnny Storm, I'm okay with them trying this, but I think he needs quality of life to his abilities, not cooldown tweaks. I like the Iron Man changes. I like the Iron Fist changes. I like the Fantastic changes. I love the Moon Knight changes. I love the Witch changes. Sure, for Star-Lord. Crazy he got nerfed harder than Hela, though. Crazy. Absolutely nuts. Bucky good, Wolvie interesting, Adam great, Cloak nothing burger, but maybe a little something, interesting for sure. I don't know how to feel about this. This is interesting. I'm gonna try it before I come to a conclusion on Rocket. I'm gonna try it. This part is great, but man, Rocket Raccoon is the most brain-dead character I've ever seen in a video game. Not even close. Rocket Raccoon is the most brainless bot character I've ever seen in the hero shooter genre. More than Mercy. Because to Mercy's credit, especially with Launch Mercy, you actually had to be flying around. You had to have movement. And you were at risk a lot of the time. You can't res for free anymore. I guess original Broken Mercy you could. And the team loses AoE healing. But Rocket is AoE healing everybody with a permanent res set up. It's brain dead. It's absolutely brain dead, and it 100% needs to get changed. I literally might pick up Psylocke again next season just so that I can start fucking flanking these stupid-ass Rocket beacons and breaking them every fight. It's a chore to play against Rocket. It's a literal chore to play against Rocket, and that's just it's just a shitty experience. They've got to rein him in, give him more self-utility, or that team up. Again, I think his res beacon and his team up with Bucky and Punisher should swap, and he should only get the res beacon from a team up if you get the team. Actually, fuck the res beacon. Get it out of the goddamn game. Shit is awful. And then just make a worse version of the team up with Punisher, but it works for all allies, and it's on a 30-second cooldown. That would be so much better to play against. Oh my god, that would be so much fun. And the team ups all look good. So yeah, I mean, we'll see how this patch goes. I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10, maybe 8 out of 10. Because again, if you want to get those high scores, you can't leave anything on the table. And they left Hela on the table. I think they left some supports on the table, and they left Groot on the table. And it's really hard to get that to happen. But again, before we make our final judgments, I want to play it and see it myself. A lot of these characters, and this is important to note, a lot of these characters actually did get great quality of life changes, like Iron Fist, fantastic, Moon Knight, Witch, great. They did a great job of bringing the bottom tier DPS up towards the middle of the pack much more. But the top end characters, I think they missed a little bit on. Interesting.
I guess they just gave Ao a chance to take the spotlight, huh? Bro, what are they doing?
I'm not going to go that far, but they have not addressed the biggest issue in the game with the sustain and how easy it is to play some of this shit. But they don't care to do that because that's the type of game that it is. So I will say, they did have a chance to punch Overwatch ticket completely, and they didn't do it. But I think that's because the product that they're trying to make is different from Overwatch. Like you don't look at Rivals, and this is a big mistake people make. Don't look at Rivals through an Overwatch lens. It's not. It's not Overwatch. It's a casual game. Overwatch is a much more refined first-person shooter targeted at competitiveness, like trying to be way more competitive, right? That's not what Rivals is. Rivals is a casual Marvel hero shooter game that's main goal is to fulfill hero fantasy and have everything be batshit insane, which means there's going to be a lot of broken shit in the game pretty much 24/7, and they're going for a high volume. Rivals goes for high volume, lower quality, but crazy shit, but Overwatch goes for much slower, more refined, curated gaming experience for the FPS genre. And like obviously there's a big difference in the culture of the games too, because one is a much more like Asian culture, I guess you can say. The other is like more American and NA, I guess you could say. So interesting stuff. Although I guess Overwatch is a really big presence in Korea as well. So maybe that's not fair to say. But yeah, no, I think they're different products. And like these patches are showing very clearly that they're trying to be different products. Same genre, but like they're clearly different. Okay. Interesting. Oh, I didn't say Overwatch was perfect. I didn't say Overwatch was perfect, but like Overwatch as a game, like is like more Pixar-y, right? All right, guys, y'all want to play Overwatch?